Do you ever feel like you've lost touch with yourself? Life has shifted so much that you're not sure who you are anymore, or even what you like or what lights you up. I've been there. I've gone through times where I've felt stuck, I felt invisible. I didn't even know what I liked anymore. And I just want you to know that it's not too late to reconnect with yourself and find that joy again. Hi, I'm Tina. I'm a healer, a guide, and a drum maker, and I'm passionate about helping women over 45 reconnect with themselves, rediscover their spark, and create a life filled with joy and purpose. I know what it's like to feel lost, which is why I share tools like gratitude practices, sacred rituals, and practical steps to help you thrive in your next chapter. If this sounds like what you need, make sure to stick around. I've got some powerful tips to share today. Today, I want to share 3 simple but powerful tools that you can use to reconnect with yourself and to start feeling more like you again. These tools have helped me and many others that I've worked with throughout the years. And the number one thing that I love, it's my favorite tool of all, is a gratitude practice. And when we can connect with gratitude and become more in that state of gratitude, that is so healing for us. And for me, it's one of the best things that we can do for our sense of well being. It helps us to be in a more positive state. It helps us to stop comparing ourselves to others. And when we're doing that, when we're in that state of gratitude, we start to see more things to be grateful for. We start to bring in more things to be grateful for. For me, when I'm doing a consistent gratitude practice, which for me, a consistent gratitude practice means almost every single day, I do uh, morning videos on Facebook also where I come in and I talk about what I'm grateful for. I talk about gratitude a little bit and then maybe a little some mindset trick or something. But when I'm doing those videos and when I'm writing in my journal every day, I know that I'm connecting with that gratitude and I'm being more intentional in my day. I'm staying in a state of gratitude, which helps me to be more resilient, helps me to move through the hard times with more resilience. Hard times are not ever going to be, real easy to move through, but the gratitude practice helps me to keep a more positive mindset. And that's what I love about the gratitude practice is it really helps to rewire your brain so that you can um, be in a better state of mind and more positive as you're going through any challenges or even just day-to-day life. So ways that you can do a gratitude journaling or practice is, there's simple things that you can do. One is just taking a few minutes out of your day or a minute out of your day here and there and just stop and think, what am I grateful for in this moment? And what that does is it just helps to bring you back into um, the present. It helps you to be more present with yourself, helps you to be right there. And it helps us to reconnect with that gratitude again, right? So we're in that state of gratitude. The other thing that I love, my favorite, is writing things down. So even if you just start with writing 3 things that you're grateful for every day, and instead of just writing them down, just writing down, I'm grateful for my car, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my kids. Write down why you're grateful for them. I'm grateful for my car because it gets me to where I need to go, or I'm grateful for my kids because they bring such joy and love in my life. Things like that helps you to connect with that gratitude and start feeling that gratitude. When you can feel that gratitude, that's when the magic happens. That's when you start to change your mind. That's when you start to change your mindset, and it helps you to start connect with the gratitude, and you're connecting deeper with yourself by doing these things. So when we're focusing on these, small joys, these things that we're grateful for, it's really going to help you to transform your perspective and to move into that state of being where you're more connected. You're more connected with you. You're more connected with um, your family, and changing your mind. The other tip number two, journaling for connection. So journaling is a way to reconnect with yourself and your desires. And I understand that a lot of people don't like to journal. I struggled with that for a long time myself. And there are many different ways that you can do it. I like to now just sit down with my journal and start to just write. And a lot of times I'll write down the positives of my day, or along with my gratitude, I'll write down the positives of my day, or I'll write down what I'm thinking about or what's going on in my life. And when I do that, it helps me to start thinking about, and as I get deeper, I'm able to start asking myself what's going on, and I can do deeper journaling with that. So there are other ways that you can do it is maybe an art journal. That's another one of my favorites. And when I first started journaling, I when I first started healing, I guess I should say, because I was starting to feel my kids had left the house. Uh, my I was starting to feel invisible at work, different things like that. Because I sometimes feel like as we get older, people are starting to see, sometimes it seems like they start to see us as less than, right? And what I found was when I started going to my journal, that helped me to work through those feelings. And what I did was I art journaled, because sometimes we're scared of um, maybe somebody's going to see what we write down, or maybe we don't want people to know what we're thinking or whatever. And so I went to my art journal, and what I did was I would start writing and just rage on the page, or write down my deepest feelings or my deepest thoughts, or what was going on at that time, or how I can how I felt, how I truly felt. And then I would take paint and or collage pieces, or whatever, but I would cover up all of that, and I would paint over it, and I would draw a picture, or I would cut out beautiful pictures and I would glue them on the page, and I would write new words that were beneficial to me, positive words, things that helped me to become more positive, that helped me to um, see things in a different light. And that helped me in so many ways, in helping me to understand what I was going through and how I was feeling, but also, and helped with the healing, and also was a really um, powerful way of going through these transitions that we go through in our in as as we get older. So one journal prompt that I can give you if you want to try to start writing things down is, what's one thing that used to light me up, and how can I bring that back into my life this week? If you can find journal prompts similar to that, that will help you to think about those things that you didn't that you've forgotten that you liked, or that used to light you up, that is so powerful, and start to bring those things back into your life. So, tip number 3 is creating a sacred space for yourself. Now, we have spent, I know for me, as I was younger and as I got older, I was caring for my kids and, you know, everybody in the house, right? I'm caring for everybody else but myself. And I got in that habit, and it took me a long time to finally realize that, and especially it was after the kids left, and it was just me and my spouse, and we're there, and we're not, you know, I'm like, what do I do now? Because I don't have that, I don't have the kids, I don't have all these things to take up my time anymore. And so when we can create a sacred space for yourself, that allows us to create some space and time for ourselves, which is really, sometimes we feel like it could be, selfish, right? To take that time for ourselves. We still have things to do in the house, or we still have the spouse to care for, or we still have all these other obligations. But really, we need that time. We need that time to re recuperate and to reconnect and to just be able to be with ourselves. And so what you could do is, it's just as simple as finding a little place in your house where you won't be disturbed. And, all you really need is a candle, a journal, or meaningful objects around you. And you can just spend 5 to 10 minutes daily to reflect, meditate, or just be. And I love this, being able to take, my time now is in the mornings, and I take probably a couple hours in the morning. I get up early and nobody's up and bothering me, and the animals are, I have a couple of cats and a dog, and I lock them out of my little room, and I just come in here, and I journal, or I meditate. Well, I meditate first, and then I'll journal. And just taking that time is, it's essential. We need that self-care. We need that time to go within, that time to reconnect with our inner wisdom, and to take, you know, that little bit of time just to acknowledge ourselves, and to allow ourselves to just be us, and be ourselves, and be with ourselves. So those are the 3 tips that I'm giving you today. The gratitude practice is, like I said, is my favorite. I love journaling and creating that sacred space. If if any of these resonate with you, if you want to try any of these, just pick one. Try one practice for the week, and see how it feels for you. See what you can, if you're starting to reconnect with yourself in any way. And let me know. Let me know in the comments if you want to use it, or if any of these tools have helped you in any way. And also subscribe and like and share if you feel called to. I would love that. And I have a daily ritual guide that, it will be in the description. There will be a link in the description for this daily ritual guide if you would like to have that. And it's 3 different rituals that you can use, one in the morning, one in the midday, and one in the evening. And they're just small, simple rituals that you could do every day to help you to start to cultivate that connection with yourself. So I would like to know, what is one thing you want to reconnect with in your life? Let me know in the comments, and I would I'd love to hear. So, just so you know, it's never too late to reconnect with yourself and create a life you love. Big love to y'all, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later.